by all means, we still have a series here coming at you. So I'm really excited to see how things continue. With that said, I'm joined once again by Sender as my co-caster. Sender, do you think this is the same? Do you think Stay Green has all possibility to make a comeback here? Are you confident that Lions may pull this out?
Uh, Obviously Lions are pretty favored in this position. Like with their 2-0 ahead, all they have to do is win one game out of the next three. But I would say SG's capable of winning it. It's just going to be a hard road ahead, and you just got to take one game at a time.
Exactly. So the banning stage, the same. The picks, I want to say they're the same. I believe they are. Yeah, Engineer was first picked last game. Ophelia response. There's the Kraken coming out, so it's just the different teams. So this time, Engineer and Kraken on Stay Green. Lions picks up Ophelia.
I think there's going to be swapping heroes.
Yeah.
I kind of expect a Ravenar pick here, but maybe they won't because maybe they didn't like the position of last game.
Well, yeah, obviously that worked out a lot better for Lions last game, so maybe don't want to duplicate it by any means.
Though obviously the last game didn't come down to the picks, but they got the Slither in the first three. Hero they've come to like a lot, especially when they run Ophelia.
Yeah. There's a Slither. Huh. That's an early Slither pick, man.
Yeah, he gets banned out in the second stage, and maybe they just don't want to. Okay, you know, Stay Green's last pick, it's going to be Tempest. It's not like you're scared. Like you have room to save your third pick here.
Yeah.
If you already know for certainty what you want one of your heroes to be. See, they're picking Tempest.
That is pretty funny, actually. Exact same thing.
I don't foresee a support pick. Maybe a mid, like a Ravenor or like a D. No, maybe Ravenor probably though. I want to say. Maybe a Jonas hero. They could take Bubbles or Hag as well.
Huh. Yeah, they're still left open. I mean, okay. They're gonna go the Hag. They do like to run that Suicide Hag.
And they have a pretty strong combination right now. Slither Hag. These two spells on top of each other are really, really strong. It's just the amount of poison that's going off every second after your spells come down is really high.
A lot of dot damage. Yeah. Mystic Vestments, important already for this Legion team. The banning phase, again, going to be interesting because you got questions like, is Lions going to ban something like that Flux here? Because we saw that last game from State Green as Lions had their lineup. So they start with Bubbles. Now for the Torturer ban, there's Pyromancer.
Swinamon's kind of... Well, actually, he should be able to get a hero he wants to play. Never mind, they do have Engineer. Actually, I don't think I like that Bubbles ban by Handskin. It's most likely a Suicide Limp Kraken, and then when a team picks NG, you know you want to throw a setup Sun with it middle, so you kind of know what their mid hero is going to be. It's going to be like Pebbles or Rally or Ravenor. And then they need to carry in the short lane, probably.
Yeah.
So, I guess, yeah, that's kind of where I foresee the draft going for SG, that is.
There's the Pestilence ban. With the Ravener just before that, so yeah, the final one going to be coming out here. They went with the Bubbles Ravener. Again, taking away those Swinamelon's heroes as you're putting it. Attempting to. I'm looking at Fade once again. Saw that yesterday. No, they are going to be on the Flux. Too much strong potential there. So now Stay Green. Again, kind of that question. They could run the Kraken short as well, just like we saw Lions last game.
No, they could for sure, but I guess now they can't really. A lot of the. They still could if they wanted to.
Yeah.
I wonder what hero they're going to throw top versus Slither, or maybe they'll dual lane top.
They got a little bit of time here. My thing's bugged again, so do you know how much time they have left? Much extra time?
65 seconds.
Okay, so they still have a bit, about a minute here, before they really need to make that decision. I'm sure they'll use a bit of it. Again, they got that team synergy. So what, Lions, they had, what did they have last game?
What do you mean?
What were Lions heroes last game? I'm trying to remember the lineup that they had.
Oh, they had Legions 3 plus Master plus
that's right.
Succubus.
Suicide with Succubus, that's right, okay. So those are still on the board, just saying. It clearly worked for Lions.
Succubus pick here would be that bad. I mean, they have Slither, and that wouldn't be like the worst hero in the world to go up against a Slither,
Yeah.
probably.
That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious.
You know what? Actually, would be
Finish
kind of
that.
fun to do.
What's that?
Is put like a cursed versus Slither. Just take off the poison spray. I
Constantly
don't know if that'd be any good, but
Yeah.
okay.
Oh my gosh.
So it's gonna be NGMOA mid, and then they're gonna pick they're probably gonna pick a Swindlemelon short lane hero, maybe like a Pebbles even. Hmm.
I still can't believe it. Okay, so
They're not gonna pick Succubus though.
yeah, they're probably not. It's just funny. Even 4 out of the 5 team. I mean, that's just crazy in its own right.
Oh no, they're gonna pick Disham short lane. I'm calling it.
Yeah.
Or
Really?
I could see Doctor too. Yeah. I think I'm between those two heroes.
Okay. Yeah, Dr. Chessie's definitely played recently. Yeah. He's the hero
No,
that's been stepping up.
Swindlemelon's playing it though, and
Oh,
Chester.
you think so? Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, Glacius, the support choice for Lions.
I'm
Over there.
fairly like you don't want to pick a melee hero to go up against Hag unless it's a really strong melee hero like Kraken. But I don't like I don't think that they're gonna put Kraken short lane. They kind of have to pick a hero that does something because
Yeah.
there's no. I guess they could put Kraken short lane, but there's really no good suicide options to go versus. They're kind of in a tough spot here.
They- 3 seconds. They gotta choose. What?
I was partly right, okay? I had the right idea. I was
Yeah?
guessing right heroes. I guess Doctor and DS, but
Alright, kinda, sure.
no, I guessed wrong. But my mind was right in the right place.
No one would have guessed Hellbringer. I mean, come on. That's out of left field.
No, honestly, that was like an alternative I had going through my head, but I didn't see it. You can trust me, you cannot, viewers.
Well-
That's up to you.
Okay, so what? So this is going to be a short lane Hellbringer then?
Yeah,
You
it
think?
could even be a Kraken suicide mid and a dual lane top, but that's a little, we calling lanes, and it's a little risky.
Yeah.
What did they pick? Devo? It's the Devo game. It could be. There's Rally. You don't pick Pebbles here. There's no way you pick Pebbles. So.
I think Rally's probably your safest bet.
Mm-hmm.
Man, though. Ooh. I'm gonna go Pharaoh. I mean, great Tempest Stopper, of course, so, makes sense for there. And it's gonna be in Super KGE's hands, though. So, yeah, how are they gonna lane?
I think they're kind of safeguarding their Slither pick because SG could very easily dual lane top versus Slither, and they'll just put Pharaoh middle, and yeah, and now SG kind of has to suicide the Kraken. They kind of have they got the option to dual lane top removed from them with that Pharaoh pick,
Yeah.
and yeah, like they're gonna have a Slither versus Kraken solo top. That should be a very clear win. But what does Kraken have? He has one set pooled. That's not enough region to go versus a Slither. He has a ward. Ooh, Chessie's playing the Hellbringer. I really thought Stones would be playing it. And Chessie and MOA. I'm actually really shocked by that.
Why is that?
It's just, Swindlemelon just generally doesn't play like the AFK race heroes. Like, Master of Arms isn't like a playmaker. Like, he can do stuff. He has a stun, but
Yeah,
it's not.
that's true. Well, I mean, neither is Hellbringer, though. I mean, Hellbringer's not necessarily
But it's
moving
kind.
around.
I thought that. I don't know. I just thought they'd fit the players more.
Yeah.
but-
No, I see where you're coming from, but if anything, this allows for the brothers to be matched up.
They are running this trial. I thought they might. But
Okay.
yeah, well, so Lions really thinks SG's going to run the aggressive dual lane, I guess. So they're calling the lanes out.
Yeah.
And if are they like the two are roaming top? It looks like it, and this is going to be pretty favorable for Lions because Hag should do okay versus wait, no, Kraken's going top. Okay. But it's still pretty good for Lions because
Yeah.
you can't really do a Hellbringer and help in G lane, and they need an MOA to start bottom from the start if SG wanted to do a rotation.
So this goal here is to lock down Hellbringer, basically, and not allow him to have a good time, and also box out Tempest to an extent. in the jungle. That's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. I mean, again, the team synergy is just ridiculous here on State Green. Hellbringer really did it in.
I think both teams have good teams.
Yeah, they do. But, you know, well, actually, holy crap, we're going to have some action here. Ophelia's going to get caught out. Slither and Glacius doing what they can with the auto attacks. Hellbringer's going to fall first. Bloodlust kill for Lions. And now Engineer might be in a little bit of trouble as well. Glacius has slow in 5 seconds. The toxicity, the poison spray, excuse me, doing plenty of dot damage as well. Nice kicks it away. Oh, what the Pharaoh new kids. Glacial Blood, can he get a range with the Thunder Blast? It's going to be close. It's going to be close. He wants to get a range. Instead of no, the nice fork line, and he misses. Oh, beautiful fork lining at the last second right there to make sure Glacius could not get in range. So at least they save Engineer as well. But Bloodlust kill for Lions. Taking out Hellbringer.
Oh, let's see. So Fuzi will be able to get boots. Pretty big kill. How does SG respond? Tempest goes top. It looks like they're going to suicide Hellbringer bottom.
Yeah.
Whew.
They were not ready for that.
No, they weren't. And
we see a Minotaur being taken over here by Ophelia. And yeah, Tempest is already saying not going to go there again. So Hellbringer, he's like, he can do nothing. I mean, Hellbringer's literally just backed up all the way. Where can he go? Is he jungle?
He can't, because Ophelia's like, Ophelia's there.
He wants to go there, but now he's going to be like, wait a sec, that's not going to happen. Oh, jeez. This is awkward.
Are they going to... I don't know. There's really no recovery from him. He's gonna kill the small camp, stack the small camp, I guess. But
yeah, this is just an awkward situation for Chessie to be in here. So that's gonna be fun to see how State Green really tries to make stuff happen with that. But you look at the middle lane in the meantime. So especially with that, what happened, the distraction there and everything in the jungle. I mean, Farrell's managed to actually do very well so far. He's already level 4, and in fact, he's basically competing with Master of Arms. They're tied at this point.
Yeah, NG got to the lane really late, and Swindle even went over there for a little bit, so he got to free farm. Plus, Pharaoh is with enough regen, he can farm really well. He has the hatchet, the soul, and it's hard to stop him from killing creeps.
Yeah, Ophelia just even using the illusions here, but yeah, Ophelia's back to her own jungle now, and now Tempest is going to go back to his. So a lot of just kind of friendly moving going on. I also like what Lions actually did. You see what they did. They actually blocked the yellow camp with the Rev 4. They blocked the pole camp, and so even though they're making this transition, Tempest is now going to be screwed by that too. And it's Lions is just this laning phase has worked out very, very well for them so far. And State Green seems like they're having quite the trouble adjusting to it, but doing what they can at the same time to make it happen. But I mean, you see the GPM charts. It's obviously better for Lions. I mean, Master of Arms, though, he is doing solid. And
the only reason that it's pretty much even is because you have to keep in mind Ophelia is pretty much at this point in the game. He's pretty much played as a support. Like he's like an Andro. You know, he's not been farming jungle. He's been mostly just fighting. He's gonna go back and farm, but that's why stat-wise the game is pretty even.
Yeah. That's true. Farrell's level 5, so again, Super KG, he loves to play active, and this is definitely a hero that promotes being active, so when he gets that level 6 mark, I'm sure expect some possible movement to be coming out. Fuzi, he has 370 gold per minute. He's working off the Bloodlust kill, of course, even. So Fuzi's managed very well down here at the bottom lane. His creep farm, honestly, isn't as high as maybe I thought it would be. But I guess for the first creep wave, even, there was a lot of distraction there.
I think they missed the first 2 waves, maybe 3.
So maybe that has something to do with it, but...
Oh man, Pharaoh's free farming in a 1v2 lane. Like, okay, not free farming, but
farming
pretty
well.
Close. 21 CS is pretty free farm. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's see, Kraken's doing... Kraken is even with Hag top. And how many points in HoN? Only 2 points in HoN.
So, are you surprised by that? Actually, not going to third point?
I guess without the Bassi build, you can't go 3 points.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to go 3 points in HoN, you have to have a Bassi or you generally just want a Bassi, maybe even a bottle. Yeah, Ring of the Teacher, yes.
So, okay, so yeah, he doesn't have that. He's got the boots, the amulet of the XL, or not the amulet, but the mark of the novice even. So, not going to be able to do that at this point, but he has a level 6 right there and actually puts another level in the Sonar Scream even. Bottom lane, though, you got Slither and Glacius. Slither not going the wards, of course, just yet, but still. They're going to be at the tower here and put in some good damage.
I'm kind of surprised, actually.
So by no wards?
Yeah, in this kind of game, it's not like you're not laning 1v1 with anyone, and you don't really need the laning presence from Slither. Like, there's no reason. Like, it's good in team fights, but you know, you do lose the pushing value and the map control by not going to wards.
Look at Pharaoh here. He's having fun with the Ancients, but actually he's not going to be able to steal them, and now he might be in a little bit of trouble. Mummy walls go up, protecting him slightly, but I don't think it's going to be enough in the end. He's going to use his Wrath of the Pharaoh right there, but yeah, he'll eventually fall. So Super KG got a little greedy right there, really, at the Ancients. And that, I mean, he was a distraction, though. They did not even remotely attempt to defend the bottom lane, and ends up being a free tower kill, at least.
SG actually wants to lose that tower, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because you have a Hellbringer who's level 3. Now when the lane will get pushed in, and then you can just static farm.
Okay.
It's a good tower to take for Lions, but they need to make something happen with that. However, the Pharaoh just used Hook, so he wanted that for 50 seconds. Philly's not really the push yet, and they need to keep control bottom, and so Hellbringer can't get down to the lane, and they're static farming the lane still, which is good. But SG didn't really care if they lose a tower because they need to farm that lane safely if they're tier 2.
Yeah. Ooh, Master of Arms getting fairly low right there, and actually getting even low once again, as he's trying to finish off these Ancients over here. So I'm sure he was kind of forced to do them a little bit earlier than he even wanted to, but because of what Pharaoh was distracting over there, so the lead 1,700 gold lead now.
Pharaoh stole one of the Ancients.
Did he?
The Dragon. I mean, a big part of Dragons is the experience, so, but he does get the gold at least, and he forfeits the experience from SG.
Yeah.
Glacius rotating mid, he has a ward. He plays one ward in the enemy jungle, which probably won't get countered, which is good for him.
Yeah.
So maintaining that control for bottom, and see Slither static farming bottom, which he should be. It's good, good play from Fuzi. You want to keep this lane where it is.
Glacius, yep, there's the rev ward put down just in case. In that middle, so 7.5 minutes in. It's even in hero kills. I mean, a 1-1 hero kill game, but I see the advantage is growing for Lions, and Slither now level 6. He's 423 gold per minute. Once again,
Ooh, NG gets the ward. It's really big. So kind of expected when you have when a game like this happens, then you need a ward to protect your carry, and just good guessing from Secret. He gets the ward. So now Fuzi is like, oh, I don't know, I can't really farm, guys. I'm scared. I don't know if toxin wards to keep. You see, he's backing, and he's in an awkward position.
Yeah, so his farm may be hurting a little bit, but it's still pretty impressive. He does get the wards right there. He hits level 70, he levels it up right away, so you can tell that he was kind of waiting for that moment. And yeah, he sure enough gets it. So he's going to see Kraken coming in. Talk about good timing right there, because if he did not get wards right there, he might be in a little bit more danger.
If SG was literally like 10 seconds faster, that could have been a dead Slither.
Yep. Gets it in time, though, and as a result, he sees actually pretty good. Oh, he might be overstepping his boundaries right here. In comes a Torrent. Tempest running in, but cannot get close enough. It was close. It was close. Good heads up, though. I mean, he threw the ward over there as they were charging in, so he got the information. I mean, Stay Green's investing a lot of time to try to do this, and it's not actually happening, so that hurts. That hurts their farm. Middle lane. Oh, Pharaoh actually in a little bit of trouble. Release Kraken is going to catch him. TP's coming in, though. He's going to put up the mummy walls. Kraken charges out of them, but now Slither running in as well. Poison Spray lands. Soda Stream comes out. The HoN supply. The Poison Burst going to be used as well, and Kraken is most certainly dead. Maybe deny. No teammates nearby. That's an easy kill on the limb, so at least to get the counter kill. Bottom lane, Glacius signed him run, actually. He has a TP. Hellbringer's now level 6, so he's not going to be stunning. And oh, Tempest could not get in range. So Glacius TP's out. It ends up being a 1-for-1 exchange, really, between the two, so not a whole lot as far as difference there. Kraken for a Pharaoh, I guess. But Cinder, as usual, I'm curious, hero like Slither, the farm that he's had. Where is he going with this? What kind of build are we looking at?
I'm not really sure. I'm not even sure what Fuzi normally buys. I don't actually remember. Maybe an Energizer into like some sort of like defensive item like Geobane, or you could also go with something like Helmet to Staff, or I don't really know what the right item build is for Slither. There's a lot of Staff is good, Energizer's a good build up. It just depends if he wants to go right click or more of the team fight build and just win the game at the mid game.
Well, he does go the Energizer there, so that is the start at least. And but yeah, that's why I kind of brought that up to you again. He is a hero that there is no obvious build by any means. He can be built many of different ways.
Top lane.
Yeah.
Slither's coming in with the invis.
they saw that. They must. Yeah, they saw with the ward here.
It's unfortunate the courier's going out. That could have been a free kill. If they say they could buy a counter ward and just unlucky timing for SG. Kraken looks like it to be baiting though, because they know he's there. Like,
yeah, they have TPs ready. This could be bad for Lions if they commit. You see Slither, he's kind of falling back. He sees the resources being used. There's a TP, so tower most likely is going to be denied here. Yeah, it will be denied. Kraken wants more, though. Kraken has released Kraken, but it got Skeleton King netted right there, so he couldn't get close enough. And it will be denied tower. So all 5 end up going here for Stay Green, so that's the good thing for Lions. At least Pharaoh's going to just pick up some free farming at the bottom now. And kind of farm elsewhere, but Stay Green does defend it, deny the tower, and now they're going to push top, it looks like.
Yeah, they finally got 6 on Hullbringer, but he needs to buy a potion, and they're only 4 right now. And they're kind of engaged. Oh, this could be really
Tempest
bad.
in trouble. Freeze on a Kraken, actually. Tempest is going to be fine as a result. Right to the Pharaoh coming in. They catch Engineer. That's an easy kill. Kraken, though, Tsunami charge away. He somehow is out of range. So you see the Offensive Master's Call going out. Very good use right there. So he should be fine. Yeah, they cannot catch him. So I think that could have been a lot worse for Stay Green. If that Wrath of the Pharaoh hit Kraken instead, or even especially, I think it was Tempest, then that could have been a lot worse. But at least it was only Engineer.
That really wasn't even that bad. A level 4 engineer for a Bat Blast at this point in the game isn't too bad.
Yeah.
If it's a team fight happens, or it means Lions don't want a team fight for 2 minutes. But obviously a kill's worth it in the end. But just could have been, like you were saying, a lot worse for SG. Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. So again, the gold lead, golden experience, it does continue to crawl up there for Lion Esports Club. 3,700 lead and 3,800 experience in their favor. Slither, he's looks like he's still sitting pretty much in the same line. It says built up a little bit, but I'm not sure if that Neophytes book, I assume that's Wretched Hags. Yeah, it's being delivered to her, so that light brand is going to be coming along for Hags. So that leads me to believe that it's probably going to be more of a utility-style build here for Slither, utility tank even.
I mean, they both could build carry, though. It's not like Hags can carry this game by herself, and I don't know. It just really depends, like, what kind of game Lions want to play. They'll probably just go for all in at the mid game.
Well, you know, it's kind of funny, actually, the more I'm thinking about it. Zlapt was pretty adamant yesterday about going for a Staff of the Master on Slither, saying it's a powerful item on him. It really is.
Well, it is. It goes through shrunken heads, yes,
Yeah.
but and I think it increases the damage too.
It does, and it's lethal on top of that.
But like I'm saying, it just really depends, you know, what kind of position Lions are in at the time when they're getting these items. Are they ahead? Are they behind? Is the game even? How do they want to play the game out? Do they want to go long, or do they want to win it in the mid game?
Yeah.
And it's really, it's not like what item is best per se. It's basically how they want to play the game.
Oh, middle lane, Pharaoh release. The Kraken coming out. He's going to be caught out here. Looks like Delphilios touches used. Can he actually get away from this? Holy crap, he can. No, he can't. Alphys comes out. The Flame Breath, it's not going to be enough, though. He will barely survive. And now the Poison Burst is going to be used. Hellbringer's going to be locked down. Jesse will fall. Tempest in the front lines. He has an Elemental Void. Can't get it off. Bat Blast connects. Deep in the Master Call. But here comes Pharaoh. He has a Tempest on the missile. Down goes Pharaoh. Glacial Downpour, though, to take out Tempest. And now Malphus also going to be destroyed. On top of that, a 2-for-1 exchange when it's all said and done in favor of Lion Esports Club. But you look at the cooldowns that were used by SG especially. I think, again, Lion's obviously pretty confident with that fight, the way it ended there.
Oh yeah, definitely a big one. Now there's a huge opening. No Hellbringer ultimate. Definitely 2 kills for 1 is always a good thing. And they just get further ahead, and SG's in a really poor position. They don't have much items up. They don't have Astrolabe on Tempest.
Yeah.
Tempest is at 250 GPM. He's not going to really... Yeah, he goes Striders. Like, he's not really going anywhere this game.
Now, well, I was going to bring out not only about that fight. So first off, it seemed like the Malphus actually came out a little late. The communication, he wasn't sure. He wasn't sure. He finally decided to use it.
I don't even think he should have thrown that out at all.
Yeah.
Malphus is a spell you want to use like as the fight develops, not this.
To pick somebody off. But then also the build that Hellbringer's going. By the way, they're doing Kongor.
Oh, this build.
The Shackles instead of Lifeboy. What do you make of it?
It's just wrong. There's no way around it. You don't even skill shackles.
It's a good ability. I think it's underrated, honestly. But yeah, it seems like that's more of the late game ability for him.
It's kind of, I don't know, it's just not very good. But you skill Life Void, and it's just it makes you do more damage, makes your team do more damage, heals you up, and as long as you if you get your Life Void off and say if you get caught, right? You get your Life Void off and your ultimate off. That's like a plus 300 health at level 4 Life Void. It's a big amount, and his build is just wrong, and he's not going to probably get much effectiveness out of his hero.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's why I brought it up, because I definitely have along the same logic, basically. It seems like, yeah, the Unholy Shackles maybe not be the best, and actually he's going to be caught right here, Life Void or not. This would put him in a troublesome spot. He is going to be picked off. Obviously, Hellbringer, a very vulnerable hero, to say the least, especially without Malphite, especially without Life Void on top of that. So he is easily caught, and now with that Congo kill, the token of life on Slither, it seems like Lions is really starting to build something else build something up nicely here. What did Slither buy, by the way? Something on the courier. Firebrand. So he is going to be going for still more of that battle build, the carry guy. As you're saying, they can have a couple carries. Nothing wrong with that. With the Hag and the Slither.
And SG's not even going to get to Shrunken Head, so yeah. I don't know. I don't think it really matters. What item he goes, what I'm trying to say. I think both are fine.
I think State Green's almost in an all-in moment here. Like they really need this Wombo combo to land.
Yeah, they need to win this fight. Their heroes aren't progressing at all in terms of item pickups. They finally got an Astrolite finish in Tempest.
Look at Hag's positioning too. She's in a perfect flank spot. She's ready for the Bat Blast from behind. And that may catch State Green off guard. Slither, in fact, charge again. He's trying to bait out something. There comes Malphite. But here comes Wretched Hag in the background. Hellbringer's going to be tanked on. The release, they're cracking it. Barely gets a kill. Actually, Slither will fall. Token of Life, of course, going to bring him right back up. The Tamas only going to lock it down. Glacial Downpour off to the side, though. Tamas will fall. So we got a pretty good lockdown on the duration, but just damage was too much. Hellbringer ends up going down. A double tap. 4 players are dead for State Green. The only one up is Swindle Melons. And nobody did. Lions, there's the initiation. It's going to be a genocide once again for Lions. It looks like there's a buyback on a Kraken, as Pharaoh will survive in the end. But I think State Green is on the verge right here of possibly, Lions more so is on the verge right here of maybe even pulling through and sweeping this series. Wouldn't that be something? But it ain't over just yet. State Green not a team to give up by any means. But this is now definitely going to maybe be a tower kill. I mean, they're going to play this safe here. But, yeah, that again, the team fight, they have it, but it just didn't really come together. It did kind of come together. Nice job right there. That was actually good bait. And they're just going to give it up in the end. But, yeah, Slither, he died off the bat, but again, he had the token, so that didn't matter right there. And, oh, actually, I didn't even realize that. Remember, Hag jumps back in. She gets the kill, and the tower's still alive. So they weren't able to deny it just yet. He's trying to hang around. Hastern is up. There's the deny finally. And now Lion Esports Club will finally fall back when it's all said and done. But now with that losing that, okay, there you go. It's official center. GG well played. Lion Esports Club is going to take the series 3-0 over State Green. How about a statement being made right there, ladies and gentlemen? They win the best out of 5, 3-0. That means Lion Esports Club are your Cycle 6 champions here for HoN Tour Season 2. And they're going to be moving on, well, to the next cycle. That first place seed, of course, as a result of winning this one. So congratulations to them. Obviously, State Green runner-up. This is the second time now they finished second. They've won every other cycle. But Lions definitely, I'm sure, feeling pretty good after that one. So
isn't this Lions' second win?
It's their second win, yes. Did I not say that?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Oh, maybe I didn't. Maybe I missed it.
So it's their second. They won cycle number 4, of course. And then now this cycle here in cycle 6. The other 4 cycles, though, are the State Green, obviously. They have won those, so. But yeah, that's so that's gonna do it. I am a little bit surprised. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I know a lot of people are probably surprised. Lions, they came here to play today, and they got the job done. I know a lot of people are gonna look back at this draft, though, Sender, and think about the Hellbringer especially.
I don't know. I think it was just the lanes, and then they weren't out of it after laning phase, but they're behind, and then. I don't know, the Lions just got the better end of some fights, really, better initiation or better, I don't know, they chose the fights better, and in the end, that's really all you need to do to win win HoN. You just need to choose the right fights and win them.
That's simple.
Yeah, I mean, it's not obviously that simple, but that's a big part of it.
Yeah. There's a bit more to it, sure, but yeah, that's definitely a big part of it. And again, obviously, Lion Esports Club, they did look like a really strong team there in that cycle number 6. Obviously, coming off a victory in qualifying for DreamHack, I'm sure they're feeling good about that. But now back into the HoN Tour thing with cycle 6 after a little bit of break from HoN Tour because of the other events. They fought back strong on this one, not only defeating Stay Green in the winter bracket finals, but then they do it again here. So they've defeated Stay Green 4 games in a row, actually, here in cycle 6 alone. So talk about, again, some statements being made there. And they got to be, again, feeling pretty good. So Stay Green again. Second place finish. Still not too shabby at all for them, but the win will go in favor of Lions. With that said, I'm actually in the process of setting up an interview here real quickly, so just give me a second, and we'll be good to go. But Sender, I mean, do you think this is, last time Lions, again, they came from behind. They were down 1-0. They came from behind, won that series 3-1. This time they do it from the winners bracket finals. They looked really strong throughout this whole cycle. Is this Lions' time now? Do they start taking ahead here in HoN Tour and maybe even going into DreamHack? Or do you still think Stay Green is the team to beat?
I don't know. The thing is, it's hard to doubt Stay Green when they had like such a good performance before like this season, and they've done pretty good this season. But it feels like right now Lions is just the better team.
Yeah.
But because of past performances, it's really hard to say one is better. Like, it's hard to say SG's worse than Lions, but I don't know. I kind of put them at the same spot right now.
I think that's a good way to put it. I think if anything, they're pretty even right now. So it's going to be fun progressing forward. And, of course, your team even, IG stepping up, and a lot more teams even making some splashes. So with that said, I'm going to be adding, let's go ahead and bring on Hanskin here, the captain, of course, of Lion Esports Club. Give him a call and start discussing that series there and how things went. Hanskin, are you there?
Yeah, hey.
Hey, congratulations, first off, man.
Thank you very much.
Beating Stay Green, not only beating them, but wow, I mean, you guys handled that pretty easily, I'll even say. I mean, did you guys see that coming, or was that a little surprise to you guys as well?
Not really, not at all. We were scared with going into the, especially the last series in the winner bracket finals. And
yeah.
I don't know, we just handled them pretty well this time.
Yeah, I would say so. Again, so you win the series 3-0 after being up 1-0, but that's because you beat them 2-0 even in the winner bracket finals. So you've won 4 games in a row against them now. That's definitely so. I don't know if any team's done that in a long time, if that. So you guys, the first game, let's look at that real quickly. You ran Succubus, the Suicide Succubus. You're bringing that out there. That worked out pretty well for you guys. I mean, do you think Stay Green maybe was caught off guard by that, or was it just good play on your part, or what?
I think they were, I don't think they were expecting it by any means, but I don't think they were caught off guard by it. We pick, these greedy suicides a lot, or even sometimes. But, I think they just decided to duel in him and, and they handled it pretty well. But, I don't know.
The short lane Kraken came through too, I think.
Yeah, Fuzi played it really well.
Yeah, Fuzi did a great job on that. So, and then the second game, of course, it seems like the lane's actually your choice to send as an aggressive pseudo tri-lane there. Was that planned from the beginning, or that you guys kind of adapt into that?
We basically said in the draft, if they go something greedy for the short lane, we'll just man up with further glaciers.
Yeah.
And we'll pick Pharaoh for the mid. That's basically what we had in plan. And, they went Hellbringer, so not much to do there.
What about that? I mean, Hellbringer, were you guys thank you, or?
Yeah, pretty much, I guess.
Yeah.
We were like, okay, we're just going to crush the short lane and that.
Yeah, I love seeing Hellbringer, man. I do. I love playing Hellbringer, and it's great to see him whenever we can, but it just seemed like it just did not. That might not have been the best choice for that game, but again, you guys obviously you played your game. That's what matters, and obviously you came through with the victory as a result. So, Sender, do you have any questions for Hanskin here?
Yeah, I got one. In the second game, where you can so say if SG read that you were going to do the aggressive tri-lane and they put say MOA NG bottom, were you afraid of that at all, or were you we can handle that pretty easily?
I felt that we could handle that pretty easy too. I think Slater Glacius Ophelia is one of the best early game combos. They scale so well from level 1 to 2, and especially for Hellborn, where if we man up on their jungle with Ophelia versus Tempest, we feel like we have the advantage because we're gonna have more camps to work with. Because Tempest will basically only be able to farm the left ones, and we'll be controlling the free camps to the right. So I don't know. It seems like it should. I think.
Oh, sorry. I guess I cut you off, but I assume you got the counter ward to say if they blocked one of their camps, you could counter ward it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, you guys just recently qualified for DreamHack. First off, I mean, now that you qualified for DreamHack and going into this, was it easier playing this cycle after qualifying for DreamHack? Would you say?
Yeah, I would say pretty much. I think we did actually less practice for this cycle than we have done before, and I don't know, we're just a bit more relaxed.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at. It seems like that's kind of off your shoulders now, so you don't have to worry about that as much in the back of your mind. But also on top of that, there is still one more cycle remaining before DreamHack, actually. So there'll be Cycle 7 before DreamHack. But at least, with this cycle victory here, could this be kind of seen as maybe a statement towards Stay Green that, you guys may be the big dogs, the favorite even going into DreamHack, but Lions is here to play too, and you feel pretty confident now moving forward?
Yeah, in a way. Of course, SG is still really strong. I think it's gonna be us and them play.
We need the trash talk, Hanskin.
That's not me though.
I know.
Wow. Can you not? No, but seriously, we were talking about a little bit after the game, and I said I put you guys on even ground because you guys have been pretty even so far in the HoN Tour. I guess they've won more cycles, but. I think you're trading games quite...
Well, with that game, with actually that victory right there, Lions, you guys are now one game up and one series up over Stay Green in your matchup. You're 10-9 in games, and you're 4-3 in series. So, in the matchup, you guys actually are favored in that matchup after this win here.
Pretty cool. I didn't even know that myself.
Yeah. So, again, like you said, the cycle's more won by Stay Green, but you guys know what you're doing against them specifically. So, as long as you don't have to play other teams.
Yeah.
Actually pretty good.
About that,
right. So, with that said, again, I want to give you a chance now to give any shout-outs, any words from yourself here, Hanskin.
Not much, just Lions, Slowdy Tech, Papa Bjorn.
There you go. That's simple. That's simple.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing you at DreamHack, man. Really am. I can't wait for that. Obviously, though, we still got another cycle here for HoN Tour, so it's going to be fun to see how you guys now shape up once again in Cycle 7. But, of course, you guys have plenty of momentum. So, once again, big congratulations, Hanskin. Appreciate you joining me, man, or joining us even. And go enjoy the win. Congrats on the win, man.
Thank you very much. See you at DreamHack.
Thank you. All right, so there you go. Joined by Hanskin there, the captain, of course, for Lion Esports Club. And talking about their Cycle 6 victory over Stay Green. So, again, they've won 2 cycles now. So, yeah, Stay Green, they have 4 cycle wins, which is damn impressive. And I still think ultimately, they are probably the team to beat. But, hey, in the matchup, I mean, they now lead that matchup in head-to-head. And that's got to mean something, too, for them. So, Sender, we are going to be wrapping up here. But, as always, a little bit shorter of a cast. A little bit surprising, but...
Yeah, I was kind of expecting the long haul for that one, this series. I wasn't sure what team was going to win, but I at least expected 4 games.
Yeah.
I guess it's over, but get to the shout. Let's see. I'd like to give a shout out to my team IG. Always. Let's see. Shout out to the viewers. And shout out to Brendan, Z Freak, and the Island, and lastly, social media. Sender HoN on Twitter and Facebook. That's it.
There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you as always for tuning in. With that said, I am going to be going on my stream here after this guy, so I'm going to shut off here. Hopefully the setup works and everything. Again, I still need to actually make sure it does. But I should be coming on my stream, twitch.tv/BreakingCBK. Having some fun over there as always. Doing some Rift Wars. Playing the new Rift Wars mode and hanging out. So definitely head on over there if you like. Hang out, play some Heroes of New Earth. If not, as far as HoNcast is concerned, nothing in the exact schedule for the upcoming near future for HoNcast. But if anything, of course, next week, and we do got HoN Tour Cycle 7 picking up, and we'll see where we go from there. But ladies and gentlemen, until next time, thank you for tuning in to HoNcast. Once again, congratulations to Lion Esports Club as they take the series 3-0, and they are your Cycle 6 champions here over Stay Green in HoN Tour Season 2. So until next time, we'll see you. Have a good night, guys. Congrats, Lions.